This is a live look at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium in Annapolis. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Navy midshipmen will go on offense first to start this game. And Davey, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Pulls it again on the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Guys, we have a second here to talk about Navy. Can be a little bit tricky to balance that high school recruiting, transfer portal recruiting for some of the non-traditional powers. But when they're grabbing linebackers like this guy, you know they're doing the right thing.
Absolutely, and there's nothing tricky about that, right? Like, recruiting high school players is essential. Transfer portal is good to supplement, but getting a guy like this that can run at the linebacker spot, it can upgrade your roster immediately.
To the air, it's Woodson. Back open in the middle. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
To the air on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
That is an example of a defender just stepping up and making a play. You just gave up a big completion down the field. That's not going to happen again. That's not happening on my watch. Right away, that D lineman decides to go after the QB, and he makes a big play.
Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Off the play fake. There to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Navy will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. So Tulsa's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And Jesse, the man in the backfield today, not necessarily a superstar. They just tried to have him grind out the tough yards when they need it.
He needs to be solid in this game. He doesn't need to be a Heisman Trophy winner today for them to win, but he has to get the yards when they present themselves. Take what the defense gives him, and you cannot turn the ball over.
No, you got to hold on to that rock, but it would be nice. I think this offense would really open up with some more consistency at this spot. A running back they could really depend on. He becomes that guy. If he can grow into that, this offense can take that next step.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Scanning the field, it's Hayes. Makes the catch, it's Jones. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Running to Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Looking for a big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Leaves it with the back. Finding some room. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first.
It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Here comes the option. Still on his feet. There he goes. He's at the... And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
I mean, talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
He'll start the return, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Hayes. Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
That pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Pressure coming. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. They'll send the back in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Midshipman will get things going here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. The screen, and watch out! And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. We've reached the break, and Navy holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Jones. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Callaway. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great play by the cornerback. In this offense, they're just trying to get this receiver the ball quickly to see if he can make something happen. But that cornerback was draped all over. Nice job.
Back to throw, it's Hayes. Makes the grab. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. And here comes the Navy offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. On the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. And he'll be smacked to the ground. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Motion from the back. On the option. Doing it himself again. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking for a man, it's Woodson. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense, ready to get this drive underway. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires on the move. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. Calls his own number. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Robinson. There's a little room there. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. On the option. Turning it on. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Next, going for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
All right, this offense just keeps trying to pound the ball into the end zone down tight, but the defense, they're very, very physical. So I think you got to think about either a perimeter run, a potential run-pass option, or let your quarterback try to go make a play throw.
Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. And this one is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. To throw, it's Hayes. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Fires to the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was. And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline, they've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now, and they've got to find some answers.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love fullbacks that can catch the football. These guys aren't just blockers. They're not just smash-mouth players, but these guys, they've got some finesse to their game and some soft hands to go with it.
They want to think this 3rd and 1 play over, and they'll use a timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Back to pass, it's Woodson. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Navy will have to punt it away. Now on the return. He gets a block. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. The snap sets up to throw. Finds his tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. What a disappointment. No good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the book. 10 time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Tulsa will start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense.
Makes the grab and room to run. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
The offense really struggled in the first half of this game, so it was important coming out of halftime. They were able to generate some momentum and get some rhythm offensively, and right now they look quarterback make that last throw there to pick up the first down. They need him to play great in the second half.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
In the red area, it's Alston. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to throw, it's Hayes. Going to try to pop one on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Absolutely perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. And Navy will go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. break. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Oh, they're after him. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Quick release on the RPO. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Woodson. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here. When it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Keeps it on the option. He'll toss it. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
They'll run the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Callaway. Gain of right at 7 yards. 2nd and 3 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Dropping back, it's Hayes. Bringing the heat. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got the back in the middle. He's brought down good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. Could be an alley. Touchdown, Tulsa! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's a really nice physical run. This is a team that prides themselves on the ability to establish the line of scrimmage. And here we are in the fourth quarter, late in the game. Everyone's tired, and a no-nonsense run. Great push by the offensive line, taking the lead with that touchdown.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown. The option. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback, somebody has to have the pitch, and most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll try to move the chains on third and short from the 27. Goes to the option. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That's a backbreaker for the defense, too, because it looked like they were doing everything right, trying to defend the option there on third down. Dive man, no go. Quarterback can't keep it. It was the pitch guy they just couldn't get to in time. He's barely able to pick up the first, and now the defense has to face another first down.
And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Quick completion to the right. Crosses the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Sends it back in motion. Looking for the corner on the jet sweep. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it would be a 60-yard attempt. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Whistles as we have a man down on the field. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Navy will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Golden Hurricane offense ready to get this drive underway. A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The give, it's McKinney. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be a run? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Using his legs, it's McKinney. Knocked off his feet. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Hayes. Pocket breaking down. Trying to buy time. Got the 1st down. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. He'll set up to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's McKinney. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Hey, just a great job by the defense. 1st down, the whole menu's open to the offense. They try to slip in the screen pass. They see it right away. Get them on the ground for no gain.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Wide receiver comes in motion. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Maybe didn't have the defense they expected, and they'll call a timeout here on 4th and 1. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He didn't get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and now they've got a chance to pull out the game. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
I love that last play, and I love that they're still under control here. I know it's a 2-minute situation. Everybody's trying to go fast, but they can't get out of control. Right now, they're playing within themselves. They're understanding what's on the clock. They're just running their offense.
That is exactly what this offense needed. The clock's winding down. You got to make a play. You go to your big play wide receiver. He chews up some yards. This offense is in a great...
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up.
Day why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. So send the tight end in motion. Dropping back, it's Woodson. Still looking, on the move. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to pass, and they don't have a lot of time to work with. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. And this one can draw us even in the final moments. And he got it! They've tied the game in the final seconds.
Wow, and with that field goal, with so little time left here in the game, it looks like this thing's going to OT. You have to give that young guy so much credit. He had the weight of the world on his shoulders, and he's able to knock it through. We've still got some football left here, fellas.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Under fire. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, you look at the clock. They've got time for one more play, but they're out of Hail Mary range here, needing a touchdown to win this game. This is going to be a last-second, last-chance play that they practice, by the way, throughout the week. It's going to involve probably a lot of laterals. We've seen crazier stuff happen in college football.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. All right, right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
First play of the first possession of OT. To the air, it's Hayes. Almost intercepted, and you just can't put the ball in jeopardy on first down in overtime.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Stumbled to the ground.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires quickly. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on third down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a first and goal situation.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's third and goal.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Trying to find the end zone.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down, and dude chose to run out of bounds.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown, and this is a pretty big gamble. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Not even a thought to take the field goal. They're going for it on fourth and goal. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll try to strike first with a field goal in overtime. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And now they regain the lead. Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. The option look. And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Pulled down for the tackle. They've got a little work in front of them here on third down if they want to keep this drive alive and try to win it with a touchdown. Gets the back moving. Run it with the fullback. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. Up and gone! And that's going to give us a tie ball game. One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. Here comes the option. There's a crease. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Here's a give to Robinson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And that's a good, solid run there, Reese. And if you want to win in overtime, running the football is a good idea.
Showing that you're the more physical team in overtime can really be a breaking of their will. They'll run the option. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McKinney.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. to the air. It's Hayes. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's see what they have on third down as they want to make sure they keep this in makeable field goal range. There's got enough space. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
First and goal, and a touchdown will win it. They'll try to get it in with the run. A game winner! What a finish in double overtime!
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth. Games that are so nip